Have you ever been in a moment where you knew what the right thing to do was, yet the same old habit pulled you back again? Have you ever thought, I want to change, but something inside keeps choosing the same old option again and again? This is not your weakness. This is your subconscious mind, quietly and subtly making decisions for you. The subconscious works like a silent broker. It promises safety. It presents old, painful memories as familiar. And then it says, this is fine. You don't need to change. Sometimes it traps you with false comfort. Just once more, it's okay this time. And this small lie keeps redirecting your entire path. In today's video, we will go on a deep journey. We will understand what the subconscious mind really is, how it deceives us, and how to expose its strategies. We will explore this through both scientific insight and ancient Vedantic wisdom. I will show you how the very inner force you believe to be yourself can actually become your greatest obstacle. If you truly want to change your behavior, your relationships, your spiritual practice, then it is essential to understand what games your subconscious mind is playing. This does not mean you are at fault. It means you have not yet seen the rules of the game. So let us begin. Understanding the subconscious mind. Before understanding the subconscious, we must understand the three levels of the mind. The first level is the conscious mind, the mind you're using right now to listen, think, and decide. The second level is the subconscious mind, and the third is the unconscious mind. The conscious mind is very small. It operates only in the present moment, but the subconscious mind is vast. It is a museum of your entire life. Your childhood, your fears, your habits, your failures, your desires, all of it is stored there. The subconscious does not operate on logic. It does not understand right or wrong. It understands only one thing. What happened before is safe. So if you learned fear in childhood, the subconscious accepts fear as truth. If you learned suffering, the subconscious normalizes suffering. And when your conscious mind wants to change, the subconscious says, stop, this is dangerous. The most important thing to understand is this. The subconscious does not understand words. It understands emotion and experience. You can say, I will change 1,000 times. But if fear exists inside, the subconscious will not listen. Vedantic calls this storehouse of impressions samskaras, patterns formed by unconscious acceptance. And these samskaras silently run your decisions. The first deception, false safety. The subconscious mind's first and biggest deception is false safety. It convinces you that whatever is happening now is safe, even if it is exhausting you, hurting you, or breaking you. The subconscious fears change, because change means the unknown. And for the subconscious, the unknown is the greatest threat. That is why people stay in unhappy relationships, why they don't leave jobs they hate, why they repeat habits that harm them. The subconscious whispers, at least this is familiar. If you change, things might get worse. This is manageable. Endure it. Vedanta calls this fear-based conditioning. The mind says, I will tolerate pain, but I will not enter unknown peace. Many times, suffering remains not because it is good, but because it is familiar. The result of this false safety is simple. Consciously, you want change, but subconsciously, you are pulled back to the old path. You call yourself weak. You say you lack willpower. But the truth is this is not a lack of willpower. It is the subconscious protection system at work. Until this false safety is exposed, something inside will always resist change. The second deception, false pleasure. The subconscious mind's second major deception is false pleasure. This pleasure does not bring real peace. It only covers pain temporarily. The subconscious does not seek deep fulfillment. It seeks immediate relief. That is why it keeps guiding you toward what feels good now, even if it causes damage later. It says, just this once. We'll change tomorrow. A little is fine. This is where habits form. This is where addictions are born. This is where inner conflict begins. When you chase false pleasure, you are not weak. You are programmed. The subconscious has learned that this behavior brings temporary relief, and it mistakes relief for solution. Vedanta calls this the illusion of happiness, where pleasure becomes the goal, and peace is forgotten. The most dangerous thing about false pleasure is that it keeps you busy. You feel like you are living, but inside, you slowly empty out. And when the pleasure fades, the mind demands more. Thus a cycle forms that feels impossible to escape. The third deception, false spirituality. Very few people realize that the subconscious can even hijack spirituality. This is the third and most subtle deception, false spirituality. When a person turns toward meditation, self-inquiry, or inner work, the subconscious feels threatened because real spirituality exposes it. So it creates a trick. It gives you a false peace, a calm surface, while the ego quietly grows stronger. You begin to feel, I am different. I am ahead of others. I no longer need guidance. This is where spiritual ego is born. Outwardly, the person looks peaceful. Inwardly, they have become rigid. Vedanta states clearly, where ego survives, truth does not reveal itself. If after meditation you are not more humble, not more compassionate, then it was not meditation. It was the subconscious playing a role. The subconscious turns spirituality into identity. A subtler, harder to detect identity. That is why many seekers practice for years, yet remain empty inside. This deception is dangerous because the person believes they are on the right path. The fourth deception, I am right. The fourth and most dangerous deception is the illusion of I am right. The subconscious never openly says you are wrong. It simply ensures that you are always justified. If something goes wrong, it says, it was because of others. The situation was unfair. I had no choice. So the person never looks inward. Blame is always external. Vedanta calls this the first symptom of ignorance. Avidya. Ignorance never sees itself as wrong. The result is that learning stops. Because learning requires admitting, I could be mistaken. The subconscious fears this admission because it loosens ego's grip. So it supplies logic, explanations, justification, and leave you satisfied but unchanged. That is why people repeat the same mistakes for a lifetime, until the illusion of I am right collapses. Truth remains hidden. Fear, the language of the subconscious. Now an important question arises. Why does the subconscious create fear? The subconscious has only one goal, survival. Freedom is not its aim. Fear is its language. Whenever you approach silence, stillness, or deeper meditation, the subconscious activates fear. Fear of emptiness, fear of loneliness, fear of death. Why? Because where silence exists, thoughts cannot survive. And where thoughts dissolve, ego weakens. Vedanta says, the ego fears emptiness. The self does not. So the subconscious scares you away from depth. If fear arises during meditation, it does not mean you're on the wrong path. Often it means you're on the right path, and the subconscious is losing control. The way out, the witness. The way out of the subconscious is not struggle. Fighting only strengthens it. Vedanta and yoga offer one solution, the witnessing state. Witnessing means seeing without interference. When a thought arises, don't suppress it. Just see it. When an emotion arises, don't change it. Just see it. What can be seen cannot be you. This simple realization shakes the subconscious at its root, because the subconscious is powerful only as long as you are identified with it. The moment you become the observer, separation begins. Meditation, yoga nidra, silence. They don't suppress the subconscious. They bring it into light. When fear comes, don't run. See that fear has come. When desire comes, don't indulge or resist. See that desire has come. This scene slowly loosens its grip. The role of the teacher. A teacher's role is not to change your subconscious. It is to help you see it clearly. The subconscious is clever. It can even misuse spiritual experiences. A teacher acts as a mirror, showing you what you cannot see alone. Vedanta says, to see yourself, you need another perspective. A teacher does not give new beliefs. They break false ones. Without guidance, the journey is possible, but riskier, because the subconscious can even consume spiritual practice. The final understanding. The subconscious is not evil. It is not your enemy. It only seeks safety. The problem begins when safety becomes bondage. It can keep you comfortable in suffering, trap you in false pleasure, and even turn spirituality into identity. But the moment you recognize it, its power weakens. What you can see cannot control you. Witnessing is not a technique. It is your true position. You're not your thoughts, not your emotions, not your fears. You are the one who sees them. Vedanta calls this the doorway to freedom. Life does not become perfect after this understanding, but illusions begin to collapse. And where illusion falls, truth has space to emerge. If this video has raised questions within you, do not suppress them. See them, because the day you truly see the subconscious, its deception ends, and that is where the real journey begins. In silence, in awareness, and in truth.